Hello folks, welcome back to the CCW Guy channel. I'm your host Jason. Today's video is going to cover range etiquette, just a couple of points that I want to bring out. Being a firearms instructor full-time, I spend a lot of time on the range, and I always try to be aware of my surroundings, but even more so when I'm at the range, I think I'm more observant about what other people are doing around me. Why? Because they are in possession of firearms, they're shooting firearms, and they're moving around with firearms. So I find myself being a little bit more aware of what's going on around me, especially when I'm at the range. So before I jump into this video outright and hit on the points that I want to hit, I would like you to do me a favor. Just hit that subscribe button for me right now. If you think you're already subscribed to the channel, I'd ask that you just double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. As I said, today's video is just going to cover a couple of quick things related to range etiquette, and it's going to kind of piggyback off of the prior video that I just did, the one where we discussed the 4 basic safety rules. This will tie in directly to at least one or more of those range safety rules. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment and watch the prior video titled 4 Basic Safety Rules. So again, if you're not aware either, folks, in 2020, yeah, I know 2020 was a crazy year, and it was an absolute crazy year for firearm sales. Between January and August alone, statistics are showing that we have 5 million new firearm owners. That's 5 million new firearm owners in the United States just in the first 8 months of 2020. That's a lot of new shooters. And unfortunately, folks, most people really do not take firearm ownership seriously. I would venture to guess that most of those people did not bother to take any type of a course before they went out and purchased a firearm. They just, in a frenzy, in a quick decision, decided that they wanted to become a firearm owner, ran out to the first place that they could, and started purchasing whatever they could that was available. Hopefully some of those people, hopefully all of those people will take firearm ownership seriously. But one of the things that I want to focus my attention on is when a shooter comes into the range with their bag, their range bag, their case, whatever it may be. One of the things that I see on a regular basis that really concerns me is when they enter that range with their gun case. Folks, you should be going directly to your booth. And then once you are in the booth, you can remove your firearms, lay them out on that little counter in front of you, making sure that your muzzles are pointed downrange. Unfortunately, that's not often the case. I do see more often than I would like. I'll see people take their range bag, and usually at an indoor range, there's going to be some kind of a back counter. People will use that back counter. They'll put their range bag, their gun case there. Then you'll see them reach in, grab 1 or 2 guns out, and then they walk them over to the booth. They do their shooting. When they're all done, they get their firearms and they walk them back. Well, what is the first basic safety rule? You treat every firearm as if it is loaded. If you were following that rule, you wouldn't behave in that manner. You would not do that because that is in direct conflict with that first rule. And it's not just new people that are doing this. New people do it on a regular basis, but unfortunately, experienced shooters are caught doing this all the time as well. And I think when it comes to the experienced people, they think because they have experience that this is something that is okay for them to do because they've been shooting for a while. And there is no excuse for anybody, regardless of how long or their experience level, how much training they have taken. There is no excuse for anybody to be violating range rules, safety rules, and behaving in some type of a negligent manner, which that it clearly is. So you would take your range bag directly to your booth, and then you can remove your firearms, and when you're all done, you bring your bag back over. You put all of your firearms back in it. Once everything is concealed and covered up, then you can step off the line. What do you do with long guns? Folks, if you have a long gun, rifle, shotgun, something like that, before you even enter the range, it should be in some type of a case, and it needs to have a chamber flag in it. What is a chamber flag? A chamber flag is usually some type of a little plastic device that takes up the space. It goes inside of your firearm in the action, and it takes up the space where the cartridge would sit. And it shows, it actually has a portion of it that sticks out of the side of the firearm, and it shows to everybody that sees that that gun has been rendered safe by the introduction of some type of a device. A chamber flag. Very simple. Usually any range will have them for about $1. Most of them will even give you one if need be. So when it comes to long guns, you can move those back and forth, but they need to have a chamber flag inserted in them, and you still point that firearm in a safe direction when doing so. It would be completely to move that firearm back and forth, that long gun with the chamber flag pointing at people, would still be inappropriate. It wouldn't be something that you would want to be caught doing. You still want to point that firearm in a safe direction while moving it around, even though it has the chamber flag in it. Folks, I hope this video may have taught you something. Please be careful when you're at the range. If you have any questions, or if there's anything that I can help you with, feel free to reach out to me at any time. Predominantly, what I do is CCW certification, and I'm easy to find. You can use your search engine, type in Shoot Safe Academy. I'll pop up. Feel free, give me a buzz. My phone number is listed. You can give me a call. A majority of my work is done with certifying folks, but I also do basic pistol, shotgun, and AR as well. So if I could be of any help to you, feel free, reach out. And if you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button. If you found the video useful, hit the like button, please, and maybe even leave me a positive comment. I'll see you soon. If you have any requests for anything that you would like to know about, feel free to hit me up and I'll do what I can. Take care. See you soon.